Okay, I think it.
All right. Thank you. Can everybody hear the music?
Yes.
Okay. Cause that's the major theme to make it D major. Um, so yeah, this is Yoga with Ross. I'm Ross. It's 3:07. If somebody else try to come, I guess we could wait maybe a couple more minutes if anybody else wants to show up. But while we wait, I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all with this. I don't want to insult everybody's intelligence or anything, but here's a brief on yoga. It's a system of self-development, meaning union. In particular, it's for the body, union of the body, mind, emotions, and spirit. And it's a practice over 4,000 years old. It was first written down by Patanjali in 200 BC. It's not a religion, but a mental practice. Some benefits of yoga. I'm about to just highlight the mental aspects of that. Helps to relieve stress, helps with emotional issues, anxiety, or psychological challenges, and encourages mindfulness. What we're going to be doing, the type of style we're going to be doing is called Hatha Yoga, and we're also going to focus on pranayama, which is breathing. Hatha Yoga is like the physical movement. The goal of which is to cultivate the body and to attain a high state of health and to awaken the dormant powers of self-realization. Now what prana is Sanskrit for breath or the life force, and it's not actually like just the air you breathe. It's more to it than that. We're going to be doing the moon salutation today, or in Sanskrit what's called Chandra Namaskar. It's about 12 asanas or different poses that comprise this vinyasa, and we're going to go through them about 4 times total. We're going to go through the salutation at least 1 time. Now, the benefits of this vinyasa, it's a lot of hip opening, heart opening, and it's a lot of chakra balance in this as well. It's a full body stretch, and this can also help with insomnia. Moon salutation is considered a yin, more of a yin style practice, as opposed to the sun salutation, which is yang or masculine, yin, and the moon is more feminine in nature, just for the energies. Let's see, what time is it now? All right, it's 3:10. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Hope everybody got that little quick breakdown. So we're gonna have some hip openings, some heart openings, and chakra balancing. In the background right now, this is Schubert Piano Sonata in D major. When you came in, Tchaikovsky's Violin Concerto in D major was playing. And the other song we're going to be hearing is Pachelbel's Canon in D major. All right, I'm going to go to my Mac. Y'all seen it? Y'all can kind of see me, right? I might have to wait. All right. So first, we want to warm up, and we want to focus on getting our own rhythm, getting in touch with ourselves. So we're gonna focus on that pranayama right now. So if you can just stand in mountain pose, which is just a standing position. You're gonna have your feet under. I like to set my feet underneath my shoulders. Some people put their feet together, but I encourage people to put their feet shoulders width apart so you be balanced. You know, you want your feet underneath your shoulders. I like to bring my hands out in front of me in like a prayer position. This is actually a mudra. I forget the actual name of that mudra, but it's like to unify like right, left, both sides of your brain type stuff like that. So what we want to do is focus on our breathing. It's it's 4 ways to breathe, but we want to focus on what's called a full breath or holy breath. So what we want to do, we want to breathe from the bottom of our lungs first and try to fill those up, and then fill the rest of our lungs as we inhale. We want to try to hold that for about a second or two, then exhale. A good way to tell that you're doing it, you put your hands like a diamond, right? And then like kind of put it over your belly button. And as you inhale, you want to feel your hands start moving away from you. You want to feel your stomach expand. And when you exhale, you want to feel everything come in. So we're going to do that for about 3-4 respirations or so. And you can go ahead and start now. We want to take deep breaths. All right, hope you guys got a rhythm. Now you want to hold that rhythm through this whole practice if you can. Okay, that's what we're going to try to do. Focus on your breathing through this whole experience. Now we want to warm up. We're going to warm up our neck first with just some simple neck rotations to the right, to the left. We're going to do those two for about 2 to 3 respirations apiece. You can go ahead and start when you're ready. I'm going to start going to my right. You can follow me if you would like. We're going to go ahead and go to the other side. All right, we're going to bring our heads back to center. All right, next we're going to do some shoulder rotations. We're going to be rotating our shoulders down and back. Okay, we're going to do that for about 3 breaths, 3 respirations. We're going to go to the front with that for again about 3 respirations. Go ahead and start now. All right, we're going to go to the front. All right. Now we're going to do some trunk rotations to the left and to the right. What I like to do, I like to exhale and breathe and come down. And then when I inhale, then I like to start, and then I start my count as far as breaths, going to the left and to the right. You can start when you're ready. About 3 respirations again. We're gonna go the other way. All right, we're gonna come back to center. And next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do cat cow. Now, traditionally, you do cat cow. You want to get down on your hands and knees like this, and you want to get down in what's called first table. You want your back flat like a tabletop. But if you can't get down on the ground on all fours like that, you can continue standing. And when you inhale, you're going to cave your back, concave your back. Inhale, so you're just like sticking your chest out, right? And then when you exhale, you want to cave your chest, right? You stick your arms out like this. You want to round your back. Right, just as you're standing up, you're going to get down. You can see me as I inhale. This, exhale, rounding my back. We're going to do that for about 3 respirations as well, just to help warm and stretch our back up. And start down. We're still doing deep breaths. All right. As you come up, you want to roll up your shoulders. Let me make sure I get this so I can see everybody. All right, we lost one. All right. So how y'all feeling? Y'all feel at least your upper body's pretty well stretched?
Yeah.
All right. Since we don't really, we won't be doing the stretch in the actual moon citation. Let's go ahead and like kind of warm up our hamstrings some. So we're gonna go ahead and do a forward fold. To get a good fold, you can start by coming up as you inhale. Bring your hands up, and as you exhale, you can bring them off to the side, fall forward. And you can just kind of hang over. You can bring your hands and like grab your elbows. If you're feeling kind of more adventurous, you can hook your index fingers around your big toes. Grab the bottom of your feet. All right, we're exhaling. We're inhaling, rolling up. We want our head to be the last thing to come up as we come up. And we're going to roll our shoulders back and lift our heads up. All right. Got a pretty good warm up there. All right, so what we're going to do, the sun salutation is usually a vertical. You know, you go vertically on your mat. The moon salutation, you're gonna go horizontally across your mat. Across your mat. So if you want to, you can turn your mat sideways because we're going to be going this way, left and right. Oh, too, and if you want, this is a good time. Can you take a break and get some water before we start? Oh, and if you may need some props, you may need some blocks, or maybe a book. I also can show you some moves, how to do some of these moves on a chair as well. If anyone needs a chair, excuse me, grab a chair. Yeah, this chair. Oh, and then also for the finish, you may need like a rolled blanket or a towel or an extra yoga mat for dead man's pose, horse pose, asana. Yeah. So the moon salutation, you're gonna start at, I'm starting at the left end of the mat. So if you're gonna follow me, you can get on the left end or you can go on the right end. Either way, you're gonna do the same moves. Okay. So that's the first side is gonna be more of a walkthrough, and then the second side, I'm gonna kind of, I'm not necessarily gonna call it out as much, but I will call out what we should be doing, how we should be moving into the next asana. So we'll go ahead and start. We're gonna get mountain pose. We got our shoulders drawn down and back, our chest is out and proud, our nose is parallel to the ground, and we're focusing on our breathing at this moment. We're taking our deep belly breaths. Okay, next inhale, we're going to start reaching up. And then as we exhale, we want to lean to the right. You want to keep your head in the middle of your arms. Then you want to inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back to center. Then we're going to exhale, we're going to step out. And then we're going to start sitting down into goddess pose here, God pose. And what you're going to do, you're going to kind of, it's like sitting in a chair, just bend your knees some. And you got your hands out. And you're pulling your back, you're squeezing your scapulas together, right? And then we're going to inhale. We're going to come up. We're going to extend our arms. We're going to keep our left foot pointed straight. We're going to turn our right foot towards this other wall. And we're going to lean towards this to the right into warrior two. You want to keep that back foot, that back leg straight. Keep your arms straight. You want your knee over your ankle. This exhale here, we're going to go into triangle. So you're going to straighten out that front leg, that right leg. Exhale. Take that right hand down as far as you can. If you can't touch the floor, get your ankle. You got your left hand straight up. You don't want it falling forward. You want to open your chest. So make sure you can look up at your hand. Make sure it's back some. All right, this next exhale, now you may need your blocks to get into this. You call it like pyramid. I've seen this called, but some people call it like head to feet. We're just going to lean over. We like our right leg straightened out. Our back leg is straight as well. And we're just going to lean. You can rest your hands on your blocks. If you don't have a block, you can just put them on your leg. Exhale, we're going down to a lunge. All right, here we're going to inhale. We're going to raise up for a crescent. On the exhale, we're going to come down. You're going to go to what's like a side lunge. So what you're going to do, you're going to rotate. You're going to face the camera. You're going to have your heel onto the mat. You have your other foot underneath you. If you want it to get flat as possible, if you can't get it flat, I put my block underneath my foot to kind of help that. You should be feeling this in like your groin and your thigh area. All right, we're going to exhale. We're going to come into a squat. You kind of got your elbows kind of pushing your legs open, opening the hips. And we're going to exhale. And we're going to go into a side lunge to the other way. So now your right leg is out. Left leg is under, left foot is underneath you. Next exhale, we're going back to our lunge, but we're lunging the other way. All right, then we're going to inhale and come into our crescent. Exhale, coming back down. All right, now we're going to lift up, inhale. We want to keep our left foot straight. We want our right foot to be turned going towards the cameras. Right now you want your blocks, or if you're going to be in that pyramid type pose, that head to knee, or knee to head. That left leg is straight. All right, this inhale, we're going to go into triangle. So we'll inhale, lift our right hand up into the air. We're looking at it, we're opening our chest. Our hand isn't folded over. It's more so going towards our back. Next inhale, we're coming up. So we have a T. We're going to push that left knee forward, over and stack it over our ankle. It's warrior two. Our back leg is straight. All right, now we're about to inhale. into goddess, God pose, horse pose, horse stance, excuse me. Remember, we got our shoulders kind of drawn back. We're squeezing our scapulas. And then we want to inhale. We're going to come up on the right side of our mat. We got our arms straight up ahead of us, on top of us. We want to exhale. We're going to go to the right. Inhale back to center. We're going to exhale, go to the left. Back to center. You come down, and that's halfway through it. I just got a message, y'all. Might be saying we're supposed to be running out of time. Apologize. If it does cut off, you can get back in on the same code. But now we're about to do the same thing the other way. If anybody want to take a break, now's a good time to take a break. Sip some water, need to sip some water. Y'all ready? Thumbs up. All right, we're back in mountain pose. You're gonna do the same thing. And now we just need to end back on the left side of the mat. So now we're starting on our right side. You should have finished on the right side of the mat. All right. So we're focusing on breathing. We're getting centered. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale to the right. Lean to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, getting our squat going. We're coming down into goddess, God pose. Okay, we inhaling coming up to T. We're pointing the left foot to the out, right foot is still pointing forward. We're exhaling down into triangle. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that should have been into warrior two. I apologize. And then we're going into triangle. Your feet are still set the same though. And now we're exhaling into triangle. Exhale, going into that pyramid. So if you need your blocks, it's time you can get your blocks. You want to keep your back straight as possible as you're doing this. You don't necessarily want to round it. Then we're going to exhale. We're going to go down to our lunge. All right, then we'll inhale to our crescent. Exhale, we're coming down to our side lunge. And our right leg is out this time.
Google Fi, a phone plan by Google. Only pay for the data you use with Google Fi's flexible plan. So when you're on Wi-Fi a lot and don't need as much data,
Sorry
you'll
about
only
the
pay $10 per
commercial.
gigabyte used. Sign up at
Exhaling,
fi.google.com.
we're coming into our squat. Okay, sorry about that. And now we want to exhale. We're going to go to our lunge, side lunge to the with our left foot extended this time. You want to kind of pull back on your toes. Not necessarily pull on your toes with your hand, but pull your toes back. And flex your foot. All right. Then we're going to exhale. We're coming into our lunge, regular lunge. This time we're just going to the right with it. And we're going to inhale to our crescent. Exhale down. Then we're inhaling, we're going to the pyramid. Our right leg should be straight, knees straight. Right foot pointed towards the wall. Left foot pointed straight towards the camera. All right, now we're inhaling this triangle. We're about to inhale into warrior two. All right, now we're going to exhale. We're going into the goddess. Sit down into the pose a little bit more.